Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Midweek Minutes. This past Sunday, we had a message entitled Spiritual Adjuster, and our passage was Acts chapter 5, verses 3 to 5. Let me read it for you. It says, Then Peter said, Ananias, why have you let Satan fill your heart? You lied to the Holy Spirit, and you kept some of the money for yourselves. The property was yours to sell or not to sell, as you wish. After selling it, the money was also yours to give away. How could you do a thing like this? You weren't lying to us, but to God. As soon as Ananias heard these words, he fell to the floor and died. Everyone who heard about it was terrified. Wow. Now, I'm not reading this passage to frighten us, but I hope after hearing this passage and reflecting on this passage, we have a holy fear of reverence and realize that we serve an awesome God. And as terrifying as this account is, it's actually God's mercy dissuading us from choosing the wrong path where we go our own way and not listen to His voice. Now, the title of the message is Spiritual Adjuster. And the spiritual adjuster is the Holy Spirit. You know, Galatians 5:17 tells us that the sinful nature and the spiritual nature is constantly at war with each other. And we have this going on inside of us constantly. But we have to make the moment by moment choices to choose the leading of the Spirit. Now, Ananias and his wife Sapphira, they suffered the ultimate penalty for going their own way. They were judged swiftly and severely and paid their life. And they chose to listen to the voice of their old sinful nature. Now, I'm here pruning my palm tree. And when you prune a tree or prune some shrubs or some other types of plant, what happens is it goes away initially. We were talking about this Sunday. Sometimes you prune hedges and bushes and people are wondering, man, why did you do that? Those bushes and hedges look so beautiful. But when you prune, what comes back is more life. You shape it up. It looks more beautiful. Now, my palm trees don't look so good when you have a limb hanging off like this, a palm prong just blowing in the wind. That's why I prune it, to shape it up. And that's what the spiritual adjuster does. The Holy Spirit shapes us up to break away, to pull away, to prune all the things that are unlike God, the things that are of our sinful, selfish nature, so that the spiritual nature can blossom and grow and be on full blast. So I encourage you, allow the spiritual adjuster to prune back those things in our lives that are our old ways, our sinful ways. That way we can take heed to the Spirit's voice and choose God's way over our own way, because our own way will eventually lead to destruction and death. But God's way will always lead to life. You know, we had a point on Sunday that says that circumstances can be terrifying, but when we have God in our choices, the outcome is always terrific. So, beloved, keep pressing on in faith, realizing that these momentary afflictions that you're going through will one day pass. And as long as we continue to choose God's way over our own way, the outcome will be terrific. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Midweek Minutes. I hope to see you again next week. Goodbye for now.